come over here for a second with me.
So we are back here today to do another 1.5 yards of mulch.
What'd you say?
And we'll see how long it takes. Oh, I better record it with the other phone.
Right here, above that node. Yep, snap it. This one all the way down. All the way down. Yeah. Maybe use this one.
Feels like summertime out here today, right?
This, right above that node.
70 degrees.
Yep.
Crazy. End of January. Okay, so what I'm gonna do first is, I don't have my trimmer, but I'm gonna spade around here so we can do this bed. I think I can do it without edging it any. Let's move this down here so you guys can actually see what I'm doing. So how many of you guys have started work or doing mulching and stuff? Probably not up north because it's still really, really cold. You know what makes this easier? That we got 2 inches of rain and we're supposed to get 2 inches more. I've ripped my pants. Can't even work tomorrow. We're supposed to get another 2 inches of rain and the mulch yard is closed anyway. I personally think spading beds like this naturally is the best way to mulch. Even better than, like, unless you're gonna do really fancy landscaping blocks, but that can get very expensive. This is the cheapest way to put a nice edge in. So once I do a rough, because usually I would take the weed eater and outline my bed first, but I didn't bring that, so I'm going to outline it by spading it, and then I'll step back and see where I have to fix it at. Oh man, it's actually pretty darn hot out here. Okay. So we got that spaded. As you can see, looks really nice over here. Not so nice over here. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna curve this a little bit more here, so it's not a flat, like, boop. That's where you gotta step back and don't be afraid to cut a little bit more out of the bed. I know it's making it a little bit bigger, but this bed, we never really defined it. I always just edged it and gave it a little. Now, see how much better that looks? Same thing down here. I might actually They're over there pruning and stuff. Rachel's teaching Jared because he's gonna be, hopefully we were talking, him and Chase will eventually take over all this so I can just farm.
Alright, I think that cleaned it up a little bit, right?
Oh my gosh. I have a tool for that, but so you come in here and you always make sure you clean out all the grass. That means you don't have to weed as much. I'm telling you, once you put a good layer of mulch down, weeding your bed significantly drops. If you put too thin of a layer, it's not going to help though. So usually 2 inches. Some people prefer 3. We do between 2 and 3. It's almost too hot out here. Talking to myself. Oh. Well, I guess I'm talking to you guys. This is where the sprinkler system is. Yeah, you can come throw stuff on it. I just wanted to get this bed cleaned. Don't be afraid to take stuff away, guys. Weather stays this warm, we'll be mowing in frickin' February. I think it's supposed to get cooler again next week, highs in the mid 40s for 3 days, then back into the upper 50s. Could probably actually start doing the garden at home. We should do some. Okay, now that that's pretty cleaned out, I'm gonna start putting some mulch in here. Look at that view. Oh, hands are muddy. Okay, I got that all cleaned out. You guys did that with me. I'm gonna go ahead and mulch it and then get some more work done, and then I'll get you a little bit more in a little while. Okay, let's show you guys what we got done. I got this bed completely done. Not bad. I did this bed today. We won't be back tomorrow, it's gonna rain. We did this little tree ring. You notice how you keep there's not much around the flare of the tree. All this is done, so we're done all the way around. All the way around, and look, the grass is greening up. We're done all the way around to here. Whew. Not bad. This mulch actually looks pretty good. A little touch up there we have to do, but we have to do all that still too. And all this. Pretty. So guys, you've seen we did some mulching. Well, we're not going to go back to that job until Monday because it's supposed to rain tomorrow and the mulch yard isn't over. But I wanted to show you guys some things I got to get ready before we start the season. I have to put new bearings in the front of this wheel here. I'm going to do both sides. I've never done it before, so we'll see how that goes. I'll show you a couple other things I got to get done. I need new batteries for this Ferris here. I've changed all this up if you guys have been watching us for a while. All this is changed up over here. And then my other Ferris is all the way over here. It's been sitting here for a while. I'm going to start a fire right now. It's been sitting over here for a while. I don't know what's wrong with this, but I am going to change the pulley here. I don't feel like buying new mowers. I bet you a lot of water got in there probably. We've had so much rain. No, it's dry and dusty. But I don't know what's wrong with this mower. It does not turn over at all. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to take these off, take the battery out, maybe get a new battery, wire brush these terminals, and then see if it'll start. If not, I'm gonna have to figure out why I'm not getting any spark down here to the starter. Maybe the starter is bad, I don't know. This mower has 1,303 hours on it, so I'm not sure. I'd really like to get it going again and not have to buy a new mower. Hopefully it's an easy fix. Worst case scenario, I'll have to rewire everything. The fuse wasn't blown. I just don't, maybe it's one of these sensors here that doesn't work, but we'll figure it out. I don't feel like messing with it today. I gotta change the oil in all these, wash them all, get them ready for this year. But I think I'm gonna start this fire. I still haven't fixed that trailer, and I'm not, if I fix it, I'm gonna sell it. There's no point to it. I don't use it. I save a lot more gas mileage not using this trailer here. The wind resistance on it, I guess. So all I gotta do is fix that axle there, get new tires, fix the back door, and then I might just put it on up front for sale out there. I don't really like enclosed trailers. Rachel wants me to take this green touch rack off. We don't use any racks. I just have my weed eater, the blower. We are gonna buy a new 600 this year because this blower, I needed to finish out the year. I Frankenstein this together. This is the BR800, and I put it on a back of a BR600. As you can see, it's zip tied together, but it works. But we're gonna get a BR800, 600, because that's all we need. What else am I gonna do this year? We're gonna actually record more farming and stuff too. Look, there's a chicken out. They keep getting out no matter what. We put tarps up there because we got down to -3 degrees. But we are going to put more of the farming on here this year. Last year, I didn't make it to getting much of these aisles done. We only had like a little garden right here, the garden up there, all the garden by our house we had. As you can see, there's Brussels sprouts over here. But this year, at the end of February, if not earlier, when we get a couple of our big mulch jobs done, I'm gonna start weed eating all this down, get it all weed eated down, and we're gonna rent a huge hydraulic tiller, and I'm gonna till all these aisles over again. all these aisles, so everything is ready before we start planting this year, so we can have all this planted and all this done. And Rachel did plant some stuff. She has lettuce over here, but it ain't growing. This is corn from last year. We've had like 15 inches of rain in the last couple of weeks. So Rachel did plant, these are onions, I think. And then somewhere in here, she said they popped up. I hope they still grow. She has garlic in here, all throughout here. So hopefully they grow. I'm gonna clean all this up and I'll bring you guys along when I start cleaning all this up. I have been doing a lot of stuff out here. We haven't recorded much in a long time. I kind of graded by hand some of this driveway. We kind of really need rock in here, but we rent this place, so I am not gonna have rock put in here. What I might do is I might come take this hump down with rock and then take some of that rock and move it back over here, because I was tired of parking all the way down there and having to walk all the way up when we park. So okay guys, well, I gotta get a fire started. Thanks for watching. Please like, comment, share, and subscribe. And be happy, or at least try. Have a good night.